Good afternoon YouTube, Mr. Mo here, Stick Survival. What I've got for you today is something that I actually stumbled upon last night. Now, I use the F1 Falcon survival knife. I find this to be one of the best knives out there. I have other knives, but this is the one that I do for my EDC. It's always in my vehicle and it's always in my kit of some description. You have in fact seen me doing, or rather using this knife in other reviews. But one of the problems that I've had with it is how to attach it and combine it with my other kit to make it work better for me, because it came in this leather sheath. I do have the other leather sheath for it and it's quite bulky, that sheath. It's a good quality sheath, don't get me wrong, but it's just a little bit bulky for EDC sort of use, bug out bags, etc. So what I done was I ordered up the Zytel sheath, and this seems to work out really better for, especially when you're putting it into the likes of Maxpedition bags, etc., and you know, down the back zip compartment of the Versi packs. That fits in there so much better. It's a lot sort of low profile than what the leather sheath is, but it still didn't answer the question as to how you indeed attach it to various other stuff. And what I was doing last night was, I have here the Maxpedition Universal flashlight and baton holder. It's a really good bit of kit from Maxpedition, and I have this here. And what I thought I would do, or rather what I was doing last night, was just mucking around with it, and I found a really good way to carry this knife in this sheath and attach it to any bit of kit that you want, and indeed carry it any way you want. So what we do is we open up the sheath and we put this bit down, the main bit down, and then we can sit the F1 on top of it, and you can see that that fits in there quite nicely. And then all we do, and I can't believe it's so simple, but I'd never thought of it before, is stretch that round there and then bring that one back across here. And of course it does have the little loop to fasten that on and velcro it down. But what I thought would go one step even better than that is the fact that you can now put a DC3 sharpening stone on there and hook it round. On the back. And indeed you can now put a fire steel in there, and the fire steel striker just sits perfect in the little back compartment there of the knife. So now you have this, I'll hold it that way, it's probably better for you to see, which can now be attached horizontally or vertically to any Maxpedition gear. It also, on the original belt tab that you've got here, you could put something on there and something on the bottom, which means you could actually carry it over the neck and under the arm if that's the way you prefer to carry your knife. Indeed, you could use the original belt loop and put a small bit of paracord around here and tie it on the leg. Now, one of the other things that I noticed here was there's two marks in the sheath, or rather two holes, and I don't know what they're for. I presume they're for Chicago screws or something to attach it to other bits of kit. But what you can do, if you really want, is you can take a piece of cut. I mean, this is not going to go anywhere out of this sheath. It is a really good secure fit. But if you want just that extra little bit, then there's absolutely nothing stopping you threading a little bit of paracord up there. Oh, it's not going to go. Try this end because I just burnt them, but trust me, it does work. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just cut an end of it just now, I can burn it later, and try and get that through. I want to just nick the edge off. There we go. And you can simply thread that through like there, thread it round out of that one, hope it doesn't all fall apart, and then you can tie it off, push it through this loop in the bottom, and indeed this one through there, and pull it tight, turn it around, and then tie it off. I'll just tie it loose there like that. But you can see that is now going to hold that securely onto the sheath at the bottom there. So that's a really good idea where you can put that in. And also when you go back and put your knife away, that fits in there really perfect if you are going to be attaching it using these onto the various Maxpedition bits of kit. Then you can actually bring these around and velcro them there, and this gives your knife handle a little bit more secure carry there. Quite easily done. This one can simply be I'll take that out of there just now. This one here can be folded around the back and studded and put out the way, and then put your fire steel striker back in there, and there you have it. There's a way for carrying the F1 survival knife any way you want, horizontally, vertically, leg carry, belt carry, neck carry if you're even into that kind of thing, or under your arm. This can now be attached in any way, shape or form that you want to do on whatever gear you have. So it's a simple thing, and for me it's worked out really well. I was kind of running around last night, and I'll just do that, and it is absolutely solid in there. It's not going to go anywhere. And for me, this has now answered a few sort of questions I had with regarding this knife, because I can now attach this to any Maxpedition gear that I have. It can go, you know, down the side of the packs, or indeed it can be wrapped around and go on a strap of a Versi pack or something and carry it in that kind of position where you can get quick access to your knife. You also have your sharpening stone, and you have your fire steel. If this is kind of big and bulky for you, then of course you can go and buy the actual sharpening stone that sticks on to the sheath. You can go and buy one of them. And I'm really pleased that I managed to work it out and give myself sort of the options which I now have with this sheath. And also just thought, for those of you here in the UK or indeed across the pond, one of the best places to buy this sheath is from worldofsurvival.com. It's one of the cheapest places in the UK to buy that. In fact, you can actually buy everything here. You can go and buy from that website. That's not a problem, and I will indeed stick a link up at the end of this video. So that was my sort of top tip for today, I think, and I think that's really worked out well. I'm really pleased with it. I'm going to be trialling it over the next few weeks. Well, I won't be doing anything for the next few weeks because of an injury, but once I get back sort of out and about, I am going to be putting this to the test and see if it holds up. And you guys, I would love it if you guys could sort of, if you've got all this kit, go and try it out yourself and see what you think, and then put your comments up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do to the channel, because there's lots more good stuff to come. And I'd also like to take this opportunity. Last night my channel went over 10,000 views, which is probably about 9,990 more than what I thought I would ever get. So I'd like to thank everyone who has watched the videos, and a special big thanks to all of those who have subscribed. So thanks very much for watching this. I hope this has helped you. It's a simple thing to do, and it really does work. So thanks very much, and I'll catch you in the next video.